You can imagine this as something he'd say before returning stronger, whether after failure, humiliation, or silence. The Ayanokoji comeback formula, the art of returning stronger, a long motivational speech in Ayanokoji style. Part 1, the silence before the storm. They say silence means defeat. They say when you disappear, you're done. But that's only what the weak believe. Real power doesn't need to announce itself. A lion doesn't roar while hunting, it walks quietly until it strikes. And in my silence, I was not broken. I was observing, learning, and calculating. You thought I vanished? No. I was studying every move, yours, mine, the world's. I was building something deeper than a comeback. I was building control. The Ayanokoji formula begins here. Is greater than don't react. Observe, don't rush. Plan, don't speak. Let silence sharpen your words. Part 2, the psychology of return. Ayanokoji never seeks validation. He doesn't compete for attention, he competes for results. When people try to drag you down, it's because they fear your potential. The formula says, is greater than detach from emotions, but never from goals. While others argue, you analyze. While others post, you progress. While they sleep, you strategize. That's how you turn pain into data, failure into feedback, loss into leverage. Every insult you faced, every time you were ignored, every person who doubted you, they unknowingly became your training ground. Ayanokoji would say, is greater than I don't hate them. They are part of the experiment, and I am the result. Part 3, the rise of the controlled mind. Your comeback isn't about shouting, I'm back. It's about making them feel your presence without you saying a word. The formula is simple but brutal. 1. Control your emotions. Anger is a weakness. Calm is power. When you remain calm in chaos, you've already won half the battle. 2. Predict, don't react. The best move is the one they never saw coming. Always be 3 steps ahead, not louder, just smarter. 3. Detach to dominate. Never be emotionally attached to outcomes. Be like water, flow around obstacles, not through them. 4. Use invisibility. When you're underestimated, you have the advantage of surprise. The world fears what it cannot predict. Ayanokoji never fights for attention, he lets results do the talking. And when he moves, everyone realizes it was already too late. Part 4, the comeback mindset. When you make a comeback, don't come back the same. Come back unrecognizable. Be the version of yourself they can't handle, silent, smart, and unstoppable. Is greater than, the goal isn't revenge, it's evolution. Revenge means they still matter. Evolution means they don't. The real comeback is when you don't even care about proving them wrong, because your growth has already done it for you. Walk into the same place where you once fell, and smile, not because you won, but because you realized you never lost, you just paused. Part 5, the calm shadow. The Ayanokoji formula isn't about emotion, it's about execution. He doesn't say I will win. He says nothing, and then he wins. He doesn't argue. He observes the opponent's weakness, their pride, their overconfidence, and uses it like a chess piece. When they're loud, you're quiet. When they rush, you wait. When they boast, you calculate. Then one move quiet, precise, final, checkmate. That's how the comeback happens. No fireworks, no drama, just results. Part 6, the final return. You don't announce your return. You arrive calm, confident, unreadable. You let your eyes say, I'm not the same person you once knew. You smile slightly, not in arrogance, but in understanding. Because you know something they don't. You never needed to fight them. You only needed to master yourself. And now, the equation is complete. Is greater than silence times observation times patience times strategy equals dominance. This is the Ayanokoji formula. The formula of quiet power. The science of the comeback. The art of control. Ending lines you can use as speech outro. Is greater than, I don't rise for applause. I rise because I'm not done yet. I was never gone. I was simply preparing to return smarter, calmer, and stronger. And now, I'm back. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove that I was always strong. Don't forget to like and subscribe.